Hello, beauty lovers. My name is Jennifer Woolsey, and welcome to Get Ready with Me. I'm a national leader with Avon, and I'm excited to show you some quick makeup tips to help you get on your day and feel like you're hitting it with a bang. So let's get started. Check out my new shirt. Today is Special Olympics Day in Bowie, Texas. Little bitty rural town north of Dallas. And my boys are participating in bocce ball. So we are super excited, getting pumped up for that. What are you pumped up for today? What do you have going on in your world? Share it with us in the comments. So I've already done my morning skincare regimen. I am using my Dual Elixir and my Skin Invincible Day Cream. It's good to stack your skincare if you're trying to treat, like I'm trying to treat fine lines and wrinkles. And then I'm also trying to moisturize and use sunscreen. So I used my Dual Elixir first and then my lotion over that. And then for these eyes, I'm sold. I'm here for this eye serum for depuffing. It is amazing. These bags just keep building. So we're going to depuff them. Now, to set my makeup for the day, I'm using our brand new Ink Lasting Primer. It's great to set your makeup, to fill in cracks and crevices. It's also good for pore minimizing, which I'm working on my pore size by trying to use more water-based cleansers and water-based lotions. Just a little bit on those eyes there. It just takes a dab. This stuff goes a long way, and it will be available in just about a week on my website. I'm so excited. You're gonna love this. We also have lavender, which is good for redness, and we have yellow, which is good for like age spots, and then I can't remember the other color, mint, which is awesome too. So the primers are going to be awesome. So to combat those pore sizes, if you've never heard this, you want to make sure that you're moisturizing from the inside out, drinking lots of water, and also using water-based treatments. So for my nighttime cleansing, I'm using my rice water wipes, which are it's water-based, and so they help to fill in those pores with moisture. And then I'm also using a new Hydrofusion gel cream at night. It's water-based, and it's going to help fill in. You can already tell just with that primer a difference. So let's hop in to our makeup routine. Ink Lasting Cushion. I'm using the shade Natural Light. You guys, this stuff is amazing. But before we go on with it, I'm going to use my Magix Wand in Marshmallow to go ahead and cover these bags. And I'm going to let it set for just a second and warm up on my face. There we go. If you've got other extra places of redness, you could do a little bit with that. I think I'm going to have to get the purple primer and use it like on my nose. You can kind of use your primers in different places, and that way it covers like the pores if your pores are bigger on your cheeks, and then the redness if that's like on your nose. So there's all different ways that you can actually kind of multi-prime. So I did that Magix Wand on my eyes, and I'm going to let that warm up, because whenever your product warms up on your face, it helps it to blend better. Did you know that? Sometimes if you're using like a stick foundation, you can also, I need to get these brows done, girl. So how do you do your brows? That's always a good question. Do you tweeze them? Do you wax them? Do you thread them? Do you tattoo them? There's so many ways. All the ways to do brows. I just really kind of fill mine in. I'm not like doing any kind of pop and stencil or anything like that. I'm just filling them in, and I have some scars on my eyes. So my question today is, are you being a blessing to others? And this is kind of something that has happened to my family recently, which was a huge blessing. Okay, so I'm going to show you this Ink Lasting. I've got a Ruby Cell puff here. It's very light, and it is made so that it doesn't soak up all of your product which is a huge blessing. And then you open this because it keeps it sealed and it keeps it all in there. And then you push on the cushion. That's a cushion. And it picks up some product. And then you stamp, 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 stamp that on your skin. And then you go back and you begin to just pat it and work it into your skin. And as it warms up on your skin, it will blend better. So yesterday, I have 2 special needs boys, and we go to lots and lots of doctor's appointments. And yesterday, I was on my way out to pick up the boys. We travel about an hour to an hour and a half to our children's hospital. At least it's been once or twice a week lately. It's been a lot. Getting tests or doctor's appointments, or Lucas got braces yesterday for his feet, which is awesome. Anyway, I was on my way out, and now I'm going to go in where I put that Magix wand, and I'm just blending that in with my foundation. And you can't even tell that there's a difference now. Okay, so there we go. Blend, blend, blend. Go on your neck. You don't want your neck to be a different color than your face. What do you think? Guys, I'm loving this new cushion makeup. It's going to be available next week on my website. So if you're interested in doing a color match, private message me and I'll send you the details on what you need to do so that we can do a color match for you. You are going to want this. Like, you're going to want it. It lasts all day long. I am still having to remove it. Like, I put it on at 7 in the morning. I'm still having to remove it at night because it's lasting so long. And I'm in love with that fact. And so you're going to want this foundation. So anyway, I'm on my way out to get the boys and pick them up to go to the doctor's appointments from school. And I stumble on this ice chest. So I put a little bit of translucent loose powder in my lid here. And I'm just blending. You could do this with a pressed powder, or you don't even have to do a powder. I just like the way a powder gives me a matte finish. There we go. All right. So anyway, I'm on my way out the door, and I stumble on this cooler that somebody had brought to my house, apparently while I was in my office, and never even heard it, which is kind of creepy, but that's okay. And so it is an ice chest full of 4 or 5, I can't remember, pre-made meals that are frozen with instructions written on them for crock pot for my family. So I haven't shared with anybody. The future is bright. I'm using the blush and the highlighters in this. So I haven't shared with anybody that, you know, dinner had been a struggle because we've been getting home late from doctor's appointments and stuff. But, you know, you make do as a mom. You make plans and you make do. But what a blessing for my family. So when we're going to those doctor's appointments, I can just pop that stuff in the crock pot and be good to go for the day. When we get home, dinner will be made. And so it was just such a blessing for us. It just made me think that, you know, there's always ways that we can. I haven't told anybody that had been a struggle for us. But it was such a blessing for my family. And so there's always ways that you can look to be a blessing for others. And so that is my question for you guys today. I'm going to use of the Time to Shine bundle. If you haven't ordered this, you need to get it on your avon.com/jwoolsey. It is live right now. It has 2 eyeshadow palettes and a blush palette for $25. This is a great gift for the makeup lovers in your life. Okay, so I'm going to use the lighter shade here. But you know, who is it in your neighborhood maybe that just had a new baby and, you know, or maybe had surgery that you could take over a meal or cookies or something to? You know, could you buy the person behind you's coffee at McDonald's or breakfast at McDonald's, or maybe buy a pizza and drop it by the fire station for your local firemen? There's so many different opportunities. I'm going to go in, I think, with this neutral here and work my crease with that. There's so many different opportunities that you can use to be a blessing to others. And it doesn't even have to be like a super expensive thing. I mean, maybe you offer to babysit your neighbor's kids or your friend's kids so that she and her husband can have a date night. That doesn't really cost you anything. Maybe you offer to take an elderly person to a doctor's appointment. I mean, there's so many ways that we can be a blessing to others in our area, in our neighborhoods. But I think sometimes we pass up those opportunities because we're so worried about what we have going in our lives. I'm going to take this darker brown now and mix it a little bit with that steel gray, and I'm going to blend with those. And it doesn't have to be much, but whenever you're a blessing to someone, you're not only blessing them, but you're blessing yourself. Especially if you have kids that you can include in that. When I say blend, I'm just going back over that bottom part and just kind of blending it all in. Because the 80s were lines in your makeup, not the 2019s. I got new lights in here. Can you guys tell? I love it. Okay. So, I think I'm just always trying to look for a way to bless other people. And it can be something so small to you, but to them it could mean the world. I read an article. I'm going to use On Point black eyeliner. I read an article one day that this lady was in line at Starbucks and she bought the girl behind her's coffee in the drive-thru, and whenever they were walking out, or whenever they were pulling out, the girl hollered at her and walked up to her door, and she was like, uh-oh. So I'm lining the top of the eyes. If you are having aging eyes like me, you can use a darker, like a black on top and a brown on bottom, and it helps your eyes to appear larger and not as aged. So there's a little tip. Anyway, and the lady's like, uh-oh, she's going to scream at me or something. So the girl runs up to her car and she tells her, thank you so much. She said, I was contemplating taking my life today. And I was praying to God, and I told him this morning that if I needed to still be around, that he needed to send me a sign. And your buying my coffee this morning was the sign that I needed. I mean, wow. What a difference that person's kindness made for someone that day. She had no idea that the lady in the car behind her was contemplating ending her life. Just buying a simple coffee for her was the sign that she had needed at that point in her life. And, the article, it was a Christian article. And the lady talked about how she went on to witness to this person and help lead her to Christ, which, in my faith is a big deal. And she found hope in Christ. And so, love mascara. And so it turned that person's life around. So I think if you're a believer, then this is definitely something that you're called to do. And I just got some mascara under my eyes. Did y'all see that? You didn't see that, right? I'm just going to take that little pad. There we go. Clean that little mess up. That's okay. But we're called to be a blessing to others. And it can be a total stranger. It could be somebody that you know. I don't know who in my church did this. They left a card and just signed at our church. But whenever you're a blessing to others, you will for sure be blessed. I mean, that's just how God has made this whole thing to work, is to step up and just to be a blessing to somebody else, because it's not all about you, Cupcake. Life is not all about you. And if nobody's ever told you that, let me be the one to tell you that today. This life is going to continue to go around and around, and it's not all about you. But when you can stand up in the gap for somebody else, and you can take them to a doctor's appointment, babysit their kids so they have a night with their husband, take them over a dinner or some cookies, or buy somebody's coffee behind you, that blessing will come back to you. So it's not only about helping those people, but it's about helping build yourself in who you need to be. And so I think this is just something that I feel strongly about. I'm always looking for a way to be a blessing to somebody. And it's not about getting recognition or them even knowing that this color is a little bit... What do you think? It's a little bit peachy. It is ambitious. I'm feeling ambitious today. So it's Wednesday, and it's Gratitude Wednesday. So, you know, we all have so many things to be thankful for. Whether things aren't going exactly the way that you want them to or not, be grateful for what you do have. You have more than a lot of people in other countries who are lacking for so much. So be grateful for what you have and give back to others. Good morning, Sandra. I totally believe there's a reason God put someone in your life. Yes, 100%. So go out and be that person that was put in somebody else's life today. Be kind, show gratitude, give back to people around you, and be a blessing to someone. So if you liked this lesson that we shared today or these makeup tips, please share this video. It helps us get out in front of more people and also spreads that message that other people may need to hear today. So if you want to, I'm on a train now, freezing. I'm sorry, Sandra. Maybe you can watch the replay. Share it so you'll have it on your newsfeed. So if you like the products that I used in my makeup tutorial today, you can order those on your avon.com/jwoolsey. Remember, if you want a color consultation on the new ink lasting cushion, let me know. I'll send you the details on how to do that. We'll get your color matched. So have a great day, a gratitude day. Be a blessing to someone. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so thankful for each of you. Y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.